Hello, I'm Andy II with NBC, and today we present the truth behind chemtrails. And now as we get into this program, we're going to have a couple of firm believers talk to you about what they believe the government is doing. Hello, Mr. Billy Bob Thornton. Can you tell us a little bit about chemtrails?
Sure, I can. Well, chemtrails, the way they work is the government is going around, they're flying their planes overhead, and when they fly their planes, they're spraying chemicals, and the chemicals are bad for you. And now we've got a bunch of stuff that deals with chemtrails, got a lot of people believing in chemtrails. I mean, it's a big movement.
So, do you have any evidence behind these chemtrails?
Well, sure I do. The big thing with chemtrails is that, one of the points we like to hammer on is that chemtrails hadn't been seen before in 1998, and after that they started appearing. So that's probably when the government started their activities. Aside from that, I know there are a lot of stories about people getting sick after planes are flying overhead. And I know airports are pretty dirty, but I think there's something more to it than that. It just seems to me like the government is trying to get after us. And I forgot the last piece. And one more thing that we like to talk about is that they did some chemical testing, chemical analysis of rainwater, and they actually found unknown chemicals in the rainwater. And I have a feeling those chemicals were government chemicals for a nefarious purpose.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Billy Bob Thornton.
My pleasure.
Here we have the legendary Dr. Einstein, and today she's going to tell us what she thinks about chemtrails. Or first, what is chemtrails?
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. According to this chemtrail conspiracy theory, the long-lasting trails formed by planes in the sky are actually made of additional substances and chemicals that we don't know about and are harmful to society. Believers have proposed several theories that explain why chemtrails are real, such as they cause infertility, chemical warfare, and even climate control. It really depends on who you ask.
So, what do you think about chemtrails?
Well, as a scientist, chemtrails are in no way real, mainly because planes fly high in the air. And even if chemicals were released by these planes, they would be destroyed by water vapor before they reach the ground. Chemical tests of these trails have also shown natural levels of chemicals, so the theory is just not valid.
10 points. Now that we've examined both sides of the debate, we're here to ask Dr. Mahado whether or not she believes chemtrails should be accepted as a scientific theory or not.
I will say no, because I don't believe it.
And why don't you believe so?
Because it's not common for public, and that's my evidence.
Very good. Correlation studies have shown that those who believe in the paranormal are also more likely to believe in conspiracy theories. So it's possible that they have an alternate mindset that makes them more susceptible to conspiracy theories and ideas of the paranormal. So, Mr. Billy Bob Thornton, with all the studies out there refuting the existence of chemtrails, why do you continue to believe?
Well, I guess you got to think about where did that evidence come from. And that evidence has come from the government. And the government's the one that's flying their planes overhead and putting toxins in our atmosphere. So it's really a trust issue, and I don't trust the government. And if I don't trust the government, I'm not going to trust their research.
This is Melanie, a student from VCU who took the UNIV 112 course, where she learned about 4 ways of ethical thinking. And today she's going to tell us which one she believes applies to this situation the best.
The utilitarian approach would be the best option because it's the greatest good for the most amount of people. And in this situation, if the conspiracy theories were broadcasted, it would just inspire unnecessary and unfounded fear in people.
Thank you. Do you believe it should be illegal to spread conspiracy theory thinking if public health is at risk?
I do believe it should be illegal. I believe it causes people to make mistakes on bad information, and people making decisions on bad information make bad decisions. An example is the anti-vaccination movement in the U.S. It began as a conspiracy theory and has led to so many people, mainly children, getting sick when they shouldn't have.
Thanks. Do you believe it should be illegal to spread conspiracy thinking if public health is at risk?
Well, I don't think so. I think it should be legal, because I believe this country was founded upon certain rights like freedom of speech, and it's the freedom of my speech to voice my belief in a conspiracy theory. And whether or not people believe it's a conspiracy theory doesn't change the fact that I believe it's true. And if I'm right, then the government's doing a lot of harm that you don't know about.
Are those who believe in conspiracy theories and the paranormal multiplistic thinkers, dualistic thinkers, or relativistic thinkers?
I think that they would be multiplistic thinkers because multiplistic thinkers hold every opinion in the same regard, and conspiracy theorists, even though some of the theories are disproven, obviously, they still hold it at the same regard as we hold scientific theories.
All right, thank you for your time.